What's up, guys? Welcome to Chop It Up, brought to you by Intuit, the makers of Quickbooks, TurboTax, and Mint. I'm your host, Bryant and Bryant.
And I'm John Henry, and on this show, we break down all things business and culture through the entrepreneurial lens. Whether that's $1 million deals or flipping kicks on StockX, whatever your side hustle is, we got you covered. Today, we're talking about quite a few things. One, Apple stepping in and taking Facebook's lunch. Two, Revolve's IPO, the original influencer business originator.
Ooh,
something
that
like
was
that.
long.
And three, a better way for you to manage your finances. Let's get to the chopping block.
All right. Have you logged into an app recently and got prompted to log in through Facebook or Google?
I would say you probably have. Now here's the thing, Facebook and Google make it super easy for you to log into new apps or existing apps, but have you ever wondered what it is that you're trading in for that convenience? Facebook and Google amass crazy amounts of data off of that one tap, and they're benefiting from it in a way that you might not have expected.
This is your classic Game of Thrones. I know the seasons are over now, but you got Google and you got Facebook taking up 80% of the advertising budgets in the entire world. So they're taking all that information and data, remarketing it to you, and also selling it to other people.
Now, there's a looming antitrust case that's being brought against Facebook and Google by the US Department of Justice, which essentially means the government is arguing that Facebook and Google have practically grown into monopolies. How did they get there? Well, it all started with a simple login. That's right. When you log into all of these apps in your ecosystem, you're exchanging for that convenience a bunch of data that you're handing over to Facebook and Google. Through that data, they're able to amass things such as your preferences, your spending behavior, who you are, where you're from, where you're going, all this kind of stuff that has effectively yielded them controlling 80% of all digital advertising spend.
And so they use all that data to target you, specifically the end consumer. And they are very precise with this, and they have secret algorithms to find their way anywhere. And so, for example, a niche case, say you are this corgi cup company and you want to target the young gentleman who's between 18 and 25 in Minnesota, you can go right to him and he could click to buy within 2 days. So that's pretty weird, pretty creepy, private monopoly going on there, and I think we have a solution. We have a solution. What is it? What's the solution?
Well, the potential solution here is that Apple stepping in saying, hey, we don't want you giving away the data to the bad guys.
All right.
Log in through Apple first, and we'll safeguard your data before it goes to any external provider, given that they are the makers of the device after all. Now, that seems pretty altruistic, right? But is it really? Is it pseudo-altruism? Are they stepping in and essentially offering us a safe haven, but what will that yield them down the road, 3 to 5 years? I mean, they control the smartphone market just about. So they could be in position to essentially participate in consumer database marketing themselves in just a few years if this takes hold.
This is amazing. So I did talk about Game of Thrones earlier between Google and Facebook. Now it's fucking Marvel superheroes. Thanos has walked in with the Infinity Stones. He's gonna save the world. He's gonna just cut them all off at the knees,
See,
right?
I have a girlfriend, so I have no idea what he's talking about.
Guys, what can I say? I like Marvel.
Anyway, so what's your data worth to you is what we're trying to ask here. There's a whole lot of talk about sensitivity around privacy, yet we're sharing record amounts of data on our phones every day. What we eat, who we're with, where we are. I mean, you tell me. If you would have told me 5 years ago that my phone was gonna have my face stored into it or my thumbprint, I would have said hell no. But then the moment they made it really easy for me to log in using it, I traded it right away. So convenience is the Trojan horse to stealing our data. Now, is that okay? Is it not? Up to you to decide. Let me know what you think.
All right, guys, we're here to help you with your hustle when you're riding around and you're getting it. Now, once you got it, it's time to manage it.
And managing it, for me, is the hardest part. It's separate from going out there and getting it, and I know that I needed help. I needed professional tools to help me manage it. So I found Mint, which is made by Intuit, and Mint essentially is a software that lets you see very clearly with cool graphs and all kinds of tools where your money's going. How are you spending it? Where are you overspending? How you can save better, etc. Because look, if you ain't measuring, you ain't making.
All right, guys, you spent a lot of time getting it. Now it's time to manage it. And Mint has a few features for you.
Well, with Mint, you can create budgets that make sense today and set you up for success tomorrow. You can see bills and money together so you know what's due, when it's due, and what you can pay. Receive alerts for unusual account charges and get custom tips for reducing fees and saving money. You can even get your free credit score and learn how you can improve it now to get the things you want later. See bills, you can get alerts, and say goodbye to late fees. That's right, Mint is the tool for entrepreneurs to manage their moolah. Okay?
Okay. All right, guys, we talk a lot about influencers, influencer marketing, branded content, all that jazz. And we know just a little bit about influencing. But today's story, this is a big one.
That's right. It's big because, as you said, we talk about influencers. We also talk a lot about IPOs. Today, we're talking about two-in-one. It's a company called Revolve who's gone public and their stock has nearly doubled in just a short period of time. Brandon, what is Revolve?
Revolve is an online retailer that specifically uses influencer marketing through Instagram. Previously, they used bloggers through their blogs to market to the mass public. And they've been able to really take online retail and translate it right to your thumbs.
That's
right to your double swipes.
Pretty much, these guys are credited with being the originators of influencer marketing. So they made it up. They are the category leaders, and they've gone public specifically on the thesis that they are doubling down on influencer marketing, that the rest of the industry doesn't know what they're doing. In fact, they even use the word influencer in their SEC filing like 79 times.
Yes.
I believe precisely. So there's a lot to unpack here. Now there's one glaring weakness that I see around the whole business.
It's built on another platform.
That's right. I mean, their entire business literally is predicated on Instagram remaining dominant. Now, they have reason to believe that Instagram will remain the home of fashion discovery, but I don't know, look at what happened to Zynga.
Yeah.
With Facebook and Word with Friends.
They got torched, and they actually started making more money off of real estate than actually gaming.
Now, they are doing a few things right though, because this is the only IPO this year that has been profitable. So Brandon, what are they doing right?
Everyone else is burning cash. Your Lyfts, your Ubers, your Pinterest. But these guys are making about $500 million in revenue and doing $31 million in profit. That's real money. It tastes really good. So they're running a strong business here, right? And mainly probably because influencer marketing is high margin, right? And then they also have they have a lot of data and algorithms that they built in-house to create fast fashion. You've seen this with H&M, you've seen this with Zara. That's how Kanye says it. I'm not sure if you knew that. But anyways, they can create fast fashion super, super quick. And then on top of that, they have all these really cool influencer activations, right? Traveling all around the world, being on yachts, creating FOMO, aspiration, inspiration. And then the last cool thing that they're doing, they're partnering with top influencers to create their own brands.
Look, what Revolve did really well here was they spotted something early, influencer marketing, and went all in when most people thought it was just a fad. And now they've built a public company out of this. They've captured immense value. Now this begs the question, is influencer marketing here to stay?
Yes, I hope it is.
Brandon makes the bulk of his bread on branded deals.
Okay. No, but guys, I really do think influencer marketing is here to stay because it's just a more authentic way to immerse yourself and to connect with an audience, right? It's traditional celebrities now being your everyday person, 5'7" black from Ohio. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what does that mean for you? Do you guys want to jump in and get a piece of the action as influencers, or would you rather go ahead and build a company around the influencer industry? Either way, plenty of money coming in. At least we hope so. All right, guys, that about does it for today's episode. But before we go, we wanted to let you know, as always, that we
heard y'all.
Okay? Now, a lot of you guys have been asking about our personal brands and how we built them. So we thought we'd give you these hot takes on personal brands. This is JH and BB's guide to growing your personal brand. All right, guys, my top 3 tips for building your personal brand. Here they go. 1, create content. That's the equivalent of talking with people in the party, okay? People gotta know who you are, what you're about, they gotta like you, and that's the way to do it at scale in today's society. 2 is you need some social proof via some articles, okay? So go out there, reach out to publishers, share your story with them because they have pressure to produce content every day. And you don't want to tell people how cool you are, you need other people to tell other people how cool you are, if that makes sense. And 3 is work with another credible brand. Find something like a ONE37pm, partner with them, and create stuff together so you can amplify your reach. Hope that helps you guys building your personal brand. Let me know what you think of the tips below.
All right, guys, my 3 tips for growing your personal brand. Number 1, John said create content. I actually say document. Just document what you do, conversations that you have, skill sets that you've already been building out, projects that you're working on. That's exactly how Chop It Up actually got picked up. We created a small little podcast with our own equipment. It eventually got picked up by VaynerMedia and ONE37pm. Number 2, consistency. You have to consistently put out content. You can't be someone who's putting it out on Monday, then putting it out 2 weeks later, then 3 weeks later. It has to be Wednesday, 5 p.m., quick hits, and create other digestible content around that to drive awareness to your Wednesday pull-up. For my 3rd step is gonna be collaborate. Folks, sharing is caring. The best way to get new eyeballs on the content that you create or on what your business is to collaborate with other folks. So get on their podcast, try to do articles with them, try to do meetups in person, go to networking events, do all these things, get coffee with folks, and just share ideas, loop them in on your projects, try to get on friends' projects, and then make sure you are documenting that so you can put it out, promote it, and let other people see what you're working on.
All right, there you guys have it. JH and BB's guide to growing your personal brand. So give it a shot, go out there, hunt down some brands to work with, some publishers to publish you.
Stay consistent.
Create some content and let us know, tag us so we can work with you. But there you guys have it. Chop It Up Show, it's been real. Your weekly dose of business and culture, only on 37pm. Until next time, guys.
Peace. All right.
Good episode, huh?
You know what I'm saying?